Okay, good day. Today we're going to look at exam preparation, as we're quite aware that a lot of you are concerned about how to prepare for the exam and what to do during the exam. So the pre-exam planning requires that you need to look at the steps to academic success. Academic success can be seen in the following 3 steps. Look at this illustration, for example. We have already started to download software for your brain. Today we'll see how to get everything learned and then how to get it up to the printer, the exam or the test in this example. Step 1, by listening and reading, you may do well. Step 2, by listening, reading and doing summaries, you may do better. But, as step 3 would show you, by listening, reading and summarizing and even memorizing, you will do even better and achieve your best. So the suggestion here is to listen, to read, summarize and to memorize. So here are the 3 steps that we just looked at. Listen in class and read the overview and underline your keywords. Then step 2, summarize. Use either a mind map, brain diagram, scan questions, read them, recite, recall the SQR3 method. So you scan it, you ask questions, you read, you recite, you recall, and lastly the column method. Step 3, choose the appropriate memorizing techniques. There are 6. The first one is to visualize, or to use a rhyme or stories, or to use acronyms, which is the alphabet letters, the first letter of every particular heading, associations, which are images or gestures, and then the Nemo Hanger method, which is you can use objects around the classroom or in a room. To listen in class and read, it's important to firstly have a good overview and to underline your keywords. It will be wise to do all 3 steps as outlined before with passion and energy. Practice it, apply it and enjoy it. You will reap the fruits thereof. Never give up. Rather one day look back and say, I'm glad I did not give up, than blaming yourself for not continuing and pushing through the pressure, the stress, or anxiety you may be experiencing right now. The more you practice, the better and the more effective and the better you will become. Some helpful hints for the exam preparation. Stop waiting for tomorrow and start today. Don't procrastinate or delay or postpone or put off in studying. Start today. Tell yourself, I want to study and improve my marks. I'm going to spend more time studying. Practice in using appropriate studying method and sacrifice your social or leisure time to reach your goals. Tell yourself that you want to make a success of your life and reach your full potential. You are going to be the very best because you deserve only the best. And you're going to practice and apply the method and technique until you master it. And you are going to then enjoy your studies. Remember that knowledge is power. Build your future on a strong foundation of knowledge. All your school subjects form part of your foundation for your tertiary studies. School, homework and studies. Establish a routine to work and create a habit and a sense of duty. Definitely something to invest in your future dreams. To study brings forth the habit to work on your own, work without supervision, and build a strong foundation for your future. By studying, your brain is disciplined to think, and that leads to brain development. Enjoy your journey within all the sources of information, teachers, and opportunities. See your studies as a challenge, but also as a way to reach your life goals. Now let's look at your short-term and your long-term memory. In your short-term memory, you do not use that much time to study, but you will only be able to remember it for a day or 2. The capacity, the amount you'll be remembered, is limited, and that's why it's important to study by using your long-term memory. You will remember much longer. Your capacity, the amount of work to be remembered, is unlimited, and all your senses are used. So the question is asked, how do you improve your memory? Use as many of your senses as possible. Exercise your brain regularly by using your creativity and your imagination. Sort and group information to be studied. What to do during the exam period. Always pretend that you are busy painting different layers when preparing for the test or exams. When painting a house, for example, preparation is essential, as well as more than one coat of paint to achieve a good looking and long-lasting result. So for preparation, which is the sand if you wish, on the walls, get an overview. In this way you can look at the summary, the outline or impression of the work. And then to apply, if you wish in the analogy, the undercoat, confirm the big picture, get perspective. Read work with attention and with focus. And then lastly, in your first coat, plan the summary and then do it. If you wish and you want to apply like a second coat, check everything and ensure that you have included all work needed for the exam. Recall and revise the work. See how well you will know your work. And lastly, ensure you know the first part of the work before proceeding to the next part. More importantly, plan your study schedule program. That's very important. And how can you use your brain optimally as you prepare for the exam? I must have clear goals. Goals are clear images of what I want to do and achieve. How do I set aims and goals? Get an image in your head of what you want to achieve and stay focused on it. Think before you act. Will what you do please others? Set up a list of what you want to achieve. Be realistic. Don't aim for 100% if you only have 20% at this stage. You should set a reachable goal. For example, 50 or 60%. Each aim achieved inspires you to a higher heights. Decide on what will make you happy and work to get there. Concentration and self-discipline is important and go hand in hand in preparing for the exam and during the exam period. Factors that can improve your concentration: try to eat healthily and exercise regularly. Ensure that there's enough fresh air and ventilation in the room where you study. Sort your books and stationery to ensure that you know exactly where to find everything. At the same time, keep the correct posture. Sit on a chair at a table. When you lie on a bed or couch when studying, your brain will signal a message to the rest of your body to get ready to sleep. Vary your activities. Study in 40-minute sessions with 10-minute breaks between sessions. Relax, play outside with a dog or cycle around the block or just take a walk. Divide your work in smaller volumes or sections or modules or chapters, little by little, day by day. Cultivate interest in what you must study by talking to someone who actually is interested in the subject. Make a game of the work. Make work interesting and enjoy studying by having fun. Also work systematically as soon as you begin to study, which is the SQR3 method. Work according to a set plan or timetable. Make use of the stop technique. Tell yourself to stop as your mind begins to wander. Determine what is distracting you and force your mind back to your studies. Set yourself a definite time limit in terms of when you should be finished with a specific section, and then try to stick to it. Be positive about your studies and look forward for good results in your report. Believe in yourself and love yourself because you are a winner. Always remember that. All of the best with your studies and exams, and I hope that this was very helpful to you as you prepare for the exam and use some of the methods and techniques that was outlined.